Welcome back, everyone. We are here again on EJ's YouTube channel. This is something new that I'm going to be doing for you guys. I was told by a prominent figure in Jersey that people need these breakdowns, so I'm gonna start doing game breakdowns now that I figure out how to share my screen with y'all, so y'all can see, what I'm saying, what's going on, and I can talk it out. You know what I mean, and give my opinion and my analysis. As this game is going on directly. So the first game I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do St. Joe's and Delbarton. This was I believe Delbarton won this game, I believe 28-24. But two teams that just watching it a little bit before I got on here, two teams that kind of run similar offenses, operate the same way. Delbarton is probably one of the more underrated teams, but they're just as consistent as all the top teams. So I'm very excited to get into this. And yeah, let's get into this. So let's start and let's see what's going on here.
Grusser having a great season after transferring over from DePaul last year. Has accounted for about 2,000 yards of total.
Patrick Grusser, man, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks in Jersey. I think he's another underrated player. I'd say besides Dominic Campanelli from Bergen, I'd say Gresser's definitely been one of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in all the state of New Jersey this year. I think the offense that he's in definitely accentuates his skill set in terms of his ability to access all areas of the field, in terms of being able to move and use his legs as a weapon. I think you're going to see this really quickly as this game starts. So let's get into this first play here.
Offense this season.
Forster in the backfield, in motion, trips on the far side. And there's the pass to number 4, Forster, and he's completed.
First thing I saw about this play is that you could see the safety on the other side right here. You can see the safety. There's 11, obviously there's 11 guys, right? But you can see the safety on that's not pictured here. He ends up, if you can see it on here, he ends up going to the 3 receiver side over here, right? Right there. He ends up going to the 3 receiver side. But as I said, this is where knowing personnel comes into play. If they're motioning this guy out, this is Forrester. This is a 4-star recruit. Has offers from pretty much not every Power 5, but has some Power 5 offers. He's a good player, right? And they're using short motion here to get him a running start to run down the field. Like this guy, I'm not gonna say he has to know that because this is somewhat of coaching, and he's supposed to go to the 3 receiver side. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to, be able to match up with this. But you've got to see that the fastest player on the field is coming over to this side, and probably is going to go downfield, especially if they're giving him a running start. So that's a great play design by St. Joe's to use formation, first of all, and then use alignment to get the defense in the propitious spot, in advantageous spot in order, and then they get their very first play of the game is an explosive play. So
this season,
Forster in
great
the
play by them.
In motion, trips on the far side, and there's the pass to number 4, Forster, and he's completed.
Great throw by Grusser.
What a way
Get that to him while he's running.
Terrific job.
Love everything
Grusser
about this
finding,
play.
The speedy Forster on a wheel route up the field and just had a step on the defender. Perfect pass, laid it right in.
All right, guys, I'm going to kind of move through this. I'm not going to watch every single play and stop it at every single play. But I do want to give you guys some analysis, but I'm going to kind of move through it just a little.
Twins on the near side. There's the motion. Grusser to pass. And the pass is complete once again to Forster. And Forster looks like he gains about 6 yards.
Made a concerted effort to give Forster the ball.
Yeah, we're going to see a heavy dose
very early in this game.
Bailey in the slot. Twin receivers up top. Rosendahl on the bottom. And that's... I'm sorry about the night. Their mistakes today.
Yeah.
Don't want to put yourselves in any type of holes. Not that they're in a hole, but the ball is handed off to Forster. He breaks the tackle, gets maybe about a 2.
Forster's putting his skill set on notice, man. Being a back that can catch and be a physical between the tackles. I really do love that. St. Joe's is like exclusively runs out of this pistol formation, and it allows them to move fast and move with tempo. And so I think they have the nice personnel for that. They have a nice quarterback for that. But I love the way, and I said this before in an article on prepredzone.com. If you want to see any of my work, go to prepredzone.com. But I said this before, man. I love the way that St. Joe's used tempo, and they kind of did it here. Both these teams love to use tempo. We're going to see that, as we progress.
Yards on the play.
Really has great speed, great range. Bartlett's getting a good one.
Trips on the far side, quarterback in shotgun. And he checks with the sideline. And Grusser pass has the protection, boots out to the left, throws it into the end zone, and it's going to be out of bounds. The attempt, and number 2, Mackay, wrote the end zone. Grusser pass has the protection. And Grusser pass has the protection, boots out to the left, throws it into the end zone, and it's.
I rewinded back because I wanted to see if Grusser was actually being pressured. It looked like it was solid protection for the most part on that play. But he bailed on the pocket and ultimately had to, I believe, roll left, and threw an inaccurate pass, that ultimately led to a missed field goal. I'm a little telling the game, but they missed a field goal on this play.
Wait. And it's a false start.
False start.
Here, Morgan Constable on the camera.
Penalties, these dumb penalties, man. They already got 2 false starts.
It's going to be a 38-yard attempt. Here's the snap and the hold, and the kick is no good. No good.
What those penalties will do to you.
Take over. St. Moran Bay on offense.
So now we're getting into the Delbarton's first offensive series. I like the quarterback Zabrowski. Ryan Trafford was hurt in this game. That's their leading rusher, best player on offense, arguably. You can definitely go Philip Fulmar too, man, who's definitely expanded his game. Like I said before in my articles, he was known as a player who was just a burner, but this season that you're seeing that he's putting the full repertoire on in terms of these screen passes that they love to run, him breaking tackles, forcing missed tackles after the catch, just running a full array of routes and learning how to get open and stuff like that. It's very beautiful to see, and you'll see in this game, how Philip Fulmar is blossoming and becoming the go-to guy for Delbarton.
Zabrowski is the quarterback. Ball spotted on the 20, and there's a quick out.
I just want to say about this play, man. This is like a traditional college play. If you watch college football, bro, you can almost always tell when it's going to be a bubble screen. This wasn't a bubble screen. This was a wide receiver screen. Difference between a bubble screen and wide receiver screen. Bubble screen, you're going away from the quarterback. Wide receiver screen, you're standing stationary. So this is a wide receiver screen. Let me just double check that. Make sure.
Ball spotted on the 20.
Yeah, so that's a wide receiver screen.
There's a quick.
Right, and they ran this play against Pope John was the last time I saw Delbarton. And they must have ran this play about 6-7 times, and Fulmar was just getting first down after first down. These plays are like extensions of their run game. We know Delbarton has a solid offensive line, and when you can get 5 to 6 yards off these little screen passes, it just makes your offense, again, be able to move with tempo, which is what they do also, and be able to just be more effective in the run game. Then you got the same looks. You're running the same plays out of the same looks, and it just confuses the defense. Is what Sean McVay calls simple complexity. And I feel like they do a good job of this on these plays too. So
out pass completed at the 25, and Philip Fulmar.
Philip right there, man, breaking tackles, getting 6 yards. That's what you want. Anything on first down plus 5 yards and above is great.
Very good year.
They're not huddling up.
Player with them since he was a freshman, and he's
right. So they can play. They can play fast. They can play with tempo. Like I said, Ryan Trafford didn't play in this game, and number 20, I believe, is the one who just wanted to check and make sure I got the young man's name right. His name is Brock Dandridge. He's a junior, 5'8" running back. He plays solid in this game, so he's the running back for Delbarton in this game, and I think he ran solid for the most part. I'm still watching this game as too, but the first ones that I saw, I watched a little bit of this before I started recording, but he was running solidly, so we're gonna keep watching, see how he does.
Receiver in the slot, 2 up top. There's the motion, and the ball this time is handed off up the middle.
One thing I hate is when a running back gets an arm tackle and they immediately go down. That is one of the most annoying things to me because a lot of the running back position is being able to force missed tackles and get yards after contact. So this is a great run by Dandridge right here, and I love to see that he didn't go down after getting that arm tackle. So that's very encouraging to see.
To number 20, Brock Dandridge.
Has impressed me this year. He's like been their 1-2 punch with Trafford being out today. So he's going to have to play a big part in this game.
Quad receivers, and the ball.
So that right there is a bubble screen, right? He went away from the quarterback, right? And so now, again, this allows them to be fast. This allows them to play with tempo. And if Phillip gets, 3-4 yards, it's a successful play.
Fulmer immediately.
Also, I want to say on this play, man, this kid, Davila, man, I every time I watch him, he's always
wide receivers, and the ball
playing, playing downhill,
immediately
playing fast, exploding downhill.
Fulmer. So
that's text number 10. Look at him right there. Reads the play. Hesitates a little bit. Boom, right there.
And Fulmer immediately tripped up. Great play by number 10, Spencer Davila.
Spencer Davila, man.
Yeah, Davila really backer for St. Joe's, covers a lot of ground.
Yes,
he'll be all over the field there today.
And also he covers a lot of ground, definitely.
If
you can be a player that not only has range, right, meaning that you can cover both sides of the field, you can cover a lot of space, but you can tackle in space without missing. That's a valuable skill set, man. That's a valuable skill set, and this kid doesn't get a lot of recognition for how good he is, but I'm gonna give him some recognition today, man. Spencer Davila, man, he's a dog, man, and he made a couple plays in this game. And the last time I watched St. Joe's, he was all over the field too. So solid play by Spencer Davila, man. I'm gonna keep watching this game, but I just want to give my man a special shout out.
Receiver up top, trips here on the near side. Zabrowski, plenty of time, takes the ball himself, hit to the 40, to the 45. Plenty of time. Zabrowski, plenty of time, takes the ball himself, hit to the 40, to the 40.
So if you see, I like this. This is another thing about simple complexity. So the look basically looks the same. They just put the 3 receiver side to the other side, right? And then they fake it, right? And this is another play you'll see in college football where the tight end will come from the other side. Once you fake it to the back, you just give it out to him. But I think that's Davila again.
Zabrowski.
Right, he does a great job of recognizing that. Yep, he does a great job of recognizing that and cuts that play off. But, right, look what happened, though. Linebacker's gone covering this, right, because the look was such the same way, right, and you're running out of that look, you're passing out of that look, right, and then it creates this alley. Look at this alley that they created with that, right? And then
plenty of time, takes the ball himself, hit to the 40, to the 45, and he's going to be a yard short.
And he gets about 8 yards off that, 7 yards off that broken
ball
play.
Spotted on the 45.
Because of alignment.
Very elusive.
Yeah, Zabrowski made good decisions with the ball, saw that there was nothing open, so he just, tucked it under and ran, and he's done that all year and close to a first down.
Third down and
no
short
huddle
for the Green
Still
Wave.
running with tempo.
And pass to the Zabrowski to Fulmer, and that's enough for a first down.
He'll take those screen passes all day.
33.
Like I said, it's an extension of the run game. You see it on the college level too. They'll take those plays all day.
Yeah, they like that. They like that quick hitter.
They don't like it. They love it.
To Fulmer.
Twins here on the near side. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the defense.
That's what happens when you play with tempo. You use the same formations, right? They switched the cadence up on him on that
So that
time.
brings them across midfield into
Now they got a free 5 yards
Green
off
Knights
that.
territory. First down remains, 1st and 5.
Now they can run the same play again because it's the same look,
for Delby.
pistol.
And this time the ball's handed off once again to Brock Danbridge and Brand.
Now they run power. I
Danbridge,
think that was power. Let me go back and look.
And this time the ball's handed
like they
off.
tried to run power, got blown up a little bit. Yeah, they did. They ran counter actually because you got backside guard and then you got the backside tight end coming in the block. It looks like if they would have chose the right gap, which they didn't, they could have got something here. But this guy here, he was going to have to be the one to make a tackle. So I think that was played very well by St. Joe's, and that's why you saw the minimal game.
Yep. Off once again to Brock
once again, who is it?
Davila.
Again, making another play. Kids all over the field,
on
man.
The play. Number 10 on the tackle, Spencer Davila.
He's made four plays on his one drive.
On the,
Stop the pass.
Defensive side of the ball.
Made the tackle for loss. Now this play 3 plays. Excuse me.
Trips one in the slot here on the near side. There's the snap. And quarterback Zabrowski takes it himself once again. Very close. Spotted on the 44. From Morristown. Danny Weiss alongside Dave McCarthy. 77 degrees at kickoff. Clouds are starting to roll in. We'll talk more about that as the game goes on. Zabrowski hands the ball off once again. Goes on.
I just wanted to stop it here because they doing the same exact play that they just did, right? This is not counter, this is power. So now instead of taking this backside guard, they're just taking this tight end and leading up through there now. But again, St. Joe's is ready for it. But again, this is what I talk about simple complexity, right? Where they can just run the same plays out of literally the same formations and make them all look different. And this is how you play fast and play up tempo. So I love it. These are the type of games that I love. These are the type of formations and play designs that I love, where you can just run the same plays out of just different formations, different looks like that. Like I said, Delbarton and St. Joe's are 2 teams that do that. What I really like. So.
Zabrowski hands the ball off once. 4th down.
Joe's is pretty.
One of those.
It's like, do you punt? Do you go for it? It's 4th and about.
Now they got that 3, that trips look again, right? Now this time the tight end is on the line of scrimmage, and you got 2 off now, right? So it could either be with one of those screen passes again. It could be a myriad of things. Another run off the counter or the power action. Now Lord knows what they're gonna run.
3, so let's see.
Or you try to
catch them off sides.
Yeah,
they try to catch them off
looks
sides.
like it's gonna happen. And the clock's down to 13 seconds. And there's a snap. Quarterback rolls to his right, finds a wide open Fulmer. And Fulmer still rolls.
So that's another thing about what they're doing with Philip Fulmer, man. Listen, so he caught the screen pass, broke a tackle for that. Now they moved the pocket, right? They had the same look pretty much, but this time they moved the pocket and they get it to Philip, and then Philip breaks a tackle with his shiftiness, with his elusiveness, and then gets them a first down. Like I said, man, this young man, his game is evolving right before our eyes, man, and he's definitely, their go-to guy, and this is more proof of that right here.
To his right, finds a wide open Fulmer. And
Fulmer there, finding the open spot and making sure he had enough space there for the first down.
Fulmer and
great job.
Lopez are the receivers. And the ball is going to be tempted to Lopez, and it's just over.
See, taking shots out of those formations are always a great thing, and I love that they took a shot here because it was perfect. Like I said, they show you pretty much the same look, right? And then they go down the field. I think that could have been completed. We run it back. Nice little pump.
Going to be
just a little out of his reach. I think the receiver could have run a better route, but I will say that Joseph was in prime position to make a play on that ball. So I'll say it's good defense. That's good defense. I mean, the ball was nowhere. It wasn't catchable, but I feel like Jamir Joseph was in a prime position to make a play on that. So.
And it's just over.
A little flat foot.
Yeah. The number on his on the front of his jersey was a little squished. So pardon me on
it's
that.
hard. Look, we're way up here. It's pretty far from the field. So tough to see.
Handoff to number 20, Danbridge. Danbridge breaks a tackle. And a good hit.
This time, right? They attack the outside. Right? They attack the outside edges of the defense. They were trying to do counter and power. And they switch it up and offset the eye next to the quarterback instead of the pistol behind the quarterback. Right, and they attack the edges and they got a nice gain off that.
Where to go, hit that open running lane, quick feet. His father played at UConn, so he has some good bloodlines there.
Falling to the receiver here on the near side. There's the motion. Plenty of time for Zabrowski. He steps up into the pocket and completed to Van Repshorst for the, let's see where they're going to mark it. I'm not going to assume it.
It's very short.
Fortunate to have the
great facility.
So again, to Delbarton in Morristown, where it's currently about 77 degrees. Our game time temperatures are brought to you.
So I just wanted to stop the video right here and just say to you, like, listen, man, I really love working with student athletes, especially in football. And if you have a student athlete, you know, who needs help with recruiting, mentorship, you know, anything of that nature, you know, I'm here for you. You can find me on Twitter at edaniel77, right? Or you can hit me up on Instagram, same thing at edaniel77 _ on Instagram. I'm available pretty much all the time to talk. So if you feel like you have a student athlete that you want me to work with, or you want me to, you know, break down their game or anything like that, shoot me a DM and we'll talk about it and we'll discuss it.
By ICSC.R, your in boys description.
This is what I love to do. Break down the game.
The guy never card out on all. I'm standing next to on all of. I'd be surprised if they pass. Look for and the ball's handed off to Danbridge, and it's going to be very close.
I don't think he got that.
Joe's point here. The coach, I would demand a measure to see.
It's Anastasia. Enough for the
Dave. We see spread offense.
Short.
Delbarton runs a very heavy offense, as we've seen, but we see some passing.
And you know, they're both play that 3 to get to stop the ball.
Grusser in the shot.
So my boy Grusser is back on the field. They took Forrester out, I believe, and they got the new running back Sumter in there. So let's see what he does.
On twin receivers on the bottom, and the ball's handed off to. Just want to make sure.
Little guy, but tough inside runner for his size. You know, quick feet. Kind of similar to me to Danbridge, the Delbarton back.
2nd down and 7. Plenty of time for the quarterback to get it off to Jovan Williams. So Grusser, time for the quarterback.
We're working these out routes all game. I want to check Grusser's feet real quick. Grusser can get away with it, but if you watch the quarterback school, JT O'Sullivan, he always talks about the heel clickiness, how he hates that, how he says heel click, you know, leads to inaccurate passes, but Grusser got away with that too. But
down and 7.
These are the quick passes that allow a team to
plenty of time for the quarterback to get it off.
Be multiple.
Jovan Williams. So
move with tempo.
Pass complete.
They don't have to huddle.
And the ball will be spotted somewhere around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, nice 15-yard out there by Grusser, showing he could put good mustard on
same
that
hash.
Good arm.
Grusser and Sumner trips here on the near side. And Sumner breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, cuts inside.
Yeah.
But met looked like by number 2, Troy Bailey.
Yeah. One of the more exciting 2-yard runs you'll into the backfield miss, but nice tackle by Bailey.
2nd down and 8, trips on the near side. And good protection for the quarterback, and it's an incomplete. I think it was tip.
Yeah, it was a tip. Yeah, I believe that was 44 for Delby on the tip.
And now it's still for football. Thanks for joining us on the Morris Sussex Sports.
So if you notice, right, I said that Delbarton and St. Joe's kind of run offense similarly. And if you see, like, look, they have a 3 receiver side with an offset wide receiver, right? But instead of having their back, but right here, which would be pistol, but they run pistol too. They ran pistol first drive. Instead of running pistol, they're running with an offset back. You know, so again, these teams are kind of similar in how they run offense.
Network trips here on the near side. Grusser in shotgun. Good protection by the line. He steps up to the pocket, still looking to pass, but takes the run to the 50. And he's driven out at about the 44-yard line by number 37.
Game changers, man. When quarterbacks can get
Michael
yards and
Sclafani,
extend plays with their
sophomore
feet,
linebacker.
game changer.
Yeah, good coverage there by Delby's
You
secondary.
can't game plan for it.
Grusser, has rushed for about 350
Can't do
yards
anything
on the
but try to
year
adjust
already,
on the fly to it.
He could definitely move the chains with his legs.
Trips on the far side. Grusser and Sumner in the backfield. And Grusser's pass is incomplete to number 2. And Grusser on the far side.
I want to check his feet again.
Grusser and Sumner in the backfield. And Grusser's pass is incomplete to number 2. Trips on the far side.
Want to check his hips.
Grusser and Sumner in the backfield. Trips on the far side. Grusser and Sumner in the backfield. And Grusser's pass is incomplete.
Feet didn't heel click.
2, Micaiah
Hips
Rosenthal.
lined up to the target, just a drop by, I believe that's Rassenthal. Another solid wide receiver. I like him.
Delbarton does a good front, so they did a good job there, just making Grusser get rid of that ball.
And Grusser fakes the pass. Oh, incomplete. Almost.
So you remember Delbarton kind of did something similar to this too. They ran counter action, but they actually gave it, right? This, I believe, is an RPO, right? Because Grusser is looking at 2 the whole way, right? So Grusser has an opportunity to either give it or throw it, and he chose to pull it and throw it. I believe this is an RPO, because if this was play action, it'd be a little more deliberate, right? But you can see that he's actually reading these 2 guys. He's reading these 2 guys right here, right? And so he's trying to make sure these 2 vacate this space right here for this pass. And as you can see, that's too high for Rassenthal right there. Let's see what happens.
Grusser get rid of that ball.
And Grusser fakes the pass. Oh, incomplete.
Just
almost intercepted by number 6, Tyler De Silva, the John, who in like middle of December, right? I mean, the real signings.
Yeah, but for most of the kids, it's in season. Again, look at this.
And Grusser is sacked.
Most of the kids, it's in season. Classmen will again look at this.
And Grusser.
So what's, I'm not gonna say puzzling, but what I don't understand, obviously I don't know their calls, I don't know anything like that, but I'm just sitting here giving my reaction to it. Usually when you see a backer coming, right, it's the back's job to get the backer. They call it BOB, which means backer on back, right? Running back on backer, right? So I'm wondering if this young man was supposed to get the backer. And then on top of that, usually, right, in a down and distance such as this, right? So this looks like this is more than 10 yards, but I don't feel like there were any outlets for him either, right? Everybody's running deep. He doesn't really have any way to combat the blitz. A couple plays before, they brought 5, right? So nice on Delbarton's part to switch it up, and they brought more than 5. I believe they brought, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought they brought 6, but it looks like they brought 5 here again.
For most of the kids,
right, and they got through. They got home this time, and Grusser couldn't escape.
Season again.
That's a nice switch up by them.
Sacked.
And just going forward, if you know Delbarton is a team that likes to blitz. I think that's the second time they've blitzed so far. You might want to give Grusser some answers, some outlet.
Junior really can apply pressure from the edge. But just so good. They really pressure.
Fourth hard line. Fair catch. Here in the. I don't know. Maybe 3-4 years ago, the last time I was here, and it definitely didn't look like this.
It just keeps like a college facility. I mean, fun place to see a game.
Yeah, and he did
7.
No doubt about it. And again, Danny Weiss alongside Dave McCarthy, Joey Lancelotti at the controls, and Morgan Constable on the camera.
Okay, so before I talk about this play, one thing I want to say is that we have already seen on the first drive that when they go trips, right, now they're to the field, right, they're to the field side. You know, they're not on the close side or the short side, which would be the side that the hash is on. They're on the far side, right? We know when they get into this formation. I know from watching Delbarton once before. I'm still watching this game. I'm progressing through this game, right? We know that they love this check down, these screen passes on first down. They've been doing them. They did it more than once on the last drive. So automatically, I would be thinking screen, 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 screen. They haven't shown that they're going to do anything else off of it because it's too early in the game. All right, so I'm thinking screen pass. All right, so I don't understand why that wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it was communicated, but it doesn't seem like it was. You know what I mean? And it's like when you see this look, almost expect screen pass.
227, Delbarton takes over on the punt on the 26-yard line. Zabrowski in the shotgun. Passes immediately to number 1, Fulmer. Fulmer breaks the tackle, gets to the 30. He's to the 40.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
And he's taken out of bounds.
Fulmer is showing his full skill set. He broke a tackle and then showed off his speed, which is what he is actually known for. He took that monkey to the house. Excellent play, man. Like I said, this kid's getting better right in front of our eyes.
Let's go to the instant replay.
Awesome to see.
He just ain't turned on.
Kramer set the kick.
I do want to throw out there.
Oh, second good spot. A job.
At this 4-star right here, this 4-star DB had an opportunity to make this play. As a 4-star, as a top player, as a top defensive player, I would love to see this play made. Just saying.
What a job. Just walking the tightrope there, Danny.
You're right, and that's where I thought he was hit out of bounds.
Man, showed me some real secondary.
Of his seconds. With back live here, great throw. And
I keep saying this. Their big play. Feed him the ball and keep a return.
Green. St. Joe's will take over. Grusser and Sumner in the backfield. Trips here on the near side. One receiver up top. And Grusser finds his target to number 12.
I love quick passes, man. Like I said, in this type of offense is just an extension of the run game.
Gets enough for the first
Get him the ball.
Yeah, Montesano does a little of everything for them on offense.
Get a couple yards, like a little stick route.
Very short-handed in the slot
ball
there
field,
also. Good
just up 5 or 6. Get on to the next play. Now you got Forrester back in there.
And
all right, boom.
Hand it off to Sumner. No, pardon me, that was number 4, John Forster.
Now I got me a third management.
Picks up about 2 on the play.
Yeah, good job again by Checchio. He's having a terrific year. Outside backer. Only a junior.
Forster in the backfield. And Grusser takes it, runs behind Forster in the backfield.
I just want to say, and everybody, I might get killed for this, but I mean, I don't really care. This is just my thoughts. Grusser is a quarterback that can move when we know this. We've seen it already. He scrambled for like 10, 15 yards on the last drive. However, with this play, I want to see him, first of all, keep his feet bouncing here, right? So this is a good fake, right? But keep his feet bouncing here. This is obviously a design run. Keep your feet bouncing so you're not going from a standstill to try to go back, right? Because he doesn't have that elite burst, but he can move. But I love to see him keep his feet bouncing, right? Keep yourself bouncing, then go. You know what I mean? Even they even teach you that as you throw, always bounce, keep your feet moving, never come to a standstill. Like, I would have loved to see him on that. I feel like this play had a little bit more meat on the bone, and just that little subtle difference, I feel like could have made a difference in this play. But
it takes it, runs behind Forster, and gets tripped up. Looks like by number 22, Kyle Checchio. And about 8 to go.
Brown, they're tough to run against. They're, man, tough defense to run against there.
Bruce are back to pass. Plenty of time. And let's see, the ball is completed to Micaiah Rosenthal.
Keep getting quick yards, methodically working down the field.
In the first lead.
Love it.
One here on the near side. And the ball is handed off to number 4, John Forster. And Forster.
See, that's what I was saying about
midfield to about the
Dandridge, and now you see it with Forster. Like when you get those arm tackles, you're not just going down immediately.
No huddle, hurry
get some yards after contact. They'll separate the good from the great backs.
Try to throw this Delbarton defense off. And Forster in seconds. First quarter, thank you for Julie.
So since there's a pause in the action here, I just want to use this opportunity to say, if you like what you're seeing, like what you're doing, like these breakdowns, I want you to follow me on Twitter at eDaniel77 on Twitter. That's where most of my content is. That's where I post most of my articles and stuff like that. So follow me, please. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be having way more breakdowns. I'm going to be breaking down young men's film from Jersey, and I'm going to be breaking down more games. So follow me on Twitter at eDaniel77 and Instagram at eDaniel77_ on Instagram. So definitely give me a follow, man, and tell me what you think of the content, and even leave a comment on this video if you like it. So I appreciate y'all, taking the time to watch. So let's get back into it.
For dealership,
Got to keep going, keep progressing through the game. Like the short passing game for each team so far. Like the running game for each team so far. I just want to pause and sit here and talk about just how Fomar's activity in his games kind of changing the game, and speed kills, man. And you saw it on that play. He made one person miss and then took it all the way to the house. You know what I mean? And that's really the difference in the play, is just a missed tackle. And then you got, John George taking a poor angle to the ball carrier and not, pushing him out, making sure he was out, and he ended up getting a touchdown. So, I say for the most part, both teams are pretty evenly matched right here. So gonna keep progressing this game and see what these little subtle differences as to why Delbarton.
St. Joe's will be going from our left to right after the exchange here in the second quarter. And the ball's handed off up the middle to Forster.
Forster's such a physical runner.
Spotted on the
Sam Willis didn't play in this game, so that's why we see way more Forster.
And I'll tell you, Dave, 3-4 yards a carry, there's nothing wrong with that. And that seems to be what this offense is doing.
Yeah, they're
fake to Forster. Boom. And the ball offense is doing.
That's what I love. That's the RPO I love. This is a basic RPO play, right? They just got a nice game, right? You come right back. Look at these linebackers. Look at them right here. Boom, boom. Their eyes right in the backfield. Gressler makes a great decision. Williams runs a good route. Boom. Got it out on time. Wow.
And the ball completed to Javon Williams.
Yeah, one of the top wideouts there for Gressler. Create some separation there for the for that high-powered offense for St. Joe's.
And Gressler hands it off to Forster. Forster stays on his feet.
Big physical runner.
His way to the 22-yard line. Up St. Joe's continues the drive. Trips up top.
Good job by Forster there, just keeping those legs moving. Impressive game.
Gressler again hands it off to Forster. Goes in between the guard.
Doing a pretty good job between the tackles, for a 190-pounder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yassine Willis is so good running between the tackles, 220-pounder. But Forster showed me. Yassine Willis is.
As you can see here, right? Again, this is why EJ loves this type of offense. Like I said, first and foremost, you can run with tempo. And that's what St. Joe's is doing. And the running game is all about math. It's what I learned watching Nick Saban and listen to him speak. It's all about math, right? So this is a plus matchup, I believe, for St. Joe's, because they got 1, 2, 3, 4 against 5 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? And you got that box count all the time. This is what they call spread to run. So this is what they're doing, right? And so Gressler has an opportunity. He's faking like he's going to read it, but this is a favorable matchup for them. So either this guy's going to be in the run fit or this guy's going to be in the run fit, and it'll be up to Forster to make one person miss. Obviously, that doesn't happen on here, but you do like the numbers game in terms of these run fits.
So good running between the tackles, 220-pounder. But
see, they attacked the edges that time.
Yeah, Forster,
and they ran in between the tackles.
Good yardage. And we got to
both guys kind of took themselves out of the play.
Yeah. Marcus Hiller. Trey Nightingale, and we'll go back to them, and Liam Stagg on the left
doing a
side.
good job on this drive, trying to impose their will on the defense there.
And Grusser, complete pass almost into the end zone was Jovan Williams, the shredder.
That was an impressive play.
Jovan Williams, solid player too.
Wow.
So the Green Knights threatening.
I like him at wide receiver and DB. Showed off his strength there. I know he had that in him.
And quarterback Grusser takes it himself, and he's just.
See, so that time Grusser pulled it, right? He read this play, which was the correct read, right? But this is what I was talking about last time, right? And I'm saying Grusser can move, but he doesn't have elite burst. You know what I mean? So he made the correct read, because if you see the guy that he's putting in conflict is crashing ever so hard on the running back, and he's supposed to pull it and go, right? But boom, you know.
Quarterback Grusser takes it himself, and he's just short of the goal line.
But that was a great read by him. I want to highlight the read. That was a great read by him.
Discipline, you know, they stayed at home. They were, you know, not fooled by the play fake there, and Johnny Riley was right.
Officials timeout. Want details always on this goal body at the controls of Morgan Constable, right on my elbow here at the camera. So 2nd and goal after the official timeout. Grusser hands the ball off, and that's going to be a touchdown to Sumner. St. Joe's gets on the board with 9:45.
Great play.
I mean, he's
way to stay patient.
About $1.70, but man,
they're not taking any shots, but they're getting
over that goal line
5 to 7 yards per play almost.
Impressive job.
So that's very impressive drive by St. Joe.
On here with that.
Like I said, I'm gonna speed through some of this because it's a 2-hour game. So I'm gonna try to, you know.
He kicks himself outside at the 9. Hit it 20, 25. He kicks himself outside, but the he's all
job
to the touchdown from St. Joe's. Zabrowski in shotgun. And again, a quick pass out to number 1, Philip Fulmer. And Fulmer breaks a tackle.
See, this is the type of stuff that irks me, bro. They do the same. They flip the formation to the other side. And they start the drive with the same play they've done, the same 3 drives. The screen pass to Fulmer. At a certain point, if you watch Ohio State, right, and watch how their DBs attack that's how they should be attacking this play. Right now, eventually, Delbarton is gonna get a team sleeping with that. Right, they're gonna catch a team sleeping. Actually, Bergen Catholic caught Red Bank Catholic sleeping with that play to Quincy. Ended up leaking somebody out for a touchdown, but I haven't seen Delbarton make that adjustment yet. But the fact that they keep getting 5 to 6 yards off of the same play that they're starting every drive with, like, at some point, like, you gotta I want to choose my words carefully here. Like, there's gotta be coaching at some point. Like, bro, you shouldn't be getting 5 to 6 yards on this play. It's not a situation where it's unstoppable. It's not an unstoppable play. You know, they're outside, they're telegraphing what they're doing. Like, you gotta be consistent, you know, in what you're seeing and being able to adjust. And I haven't seen that. So,
and he's still on his feet.
Philip again, just
the 37
arsenal that he added of being physical after the run, after the catch, coming in handy right here. I believe he got 10 yards off.
When he gets in the open field and has some.
He got 10 yards off this play.
Terrific receiver, Fulmer.
Trips here on the near side, one in the slot. And Zabrowski takes it himself. What a great defensive play. Great. And Zabrowski. And Zabrowski.
This was a great read by him because 18 definitely smashed down on the back. And when the end crashes that hard on the back, yeah, you got to pull it. But 18 actually is in solid position, and he kind of slowed him up. And then you got my guy right here come down and finish the play up. So this is a good defense by St. Joe's.
Takes it himself. What a great defensive play. Great heads up by number 44, Ricky Anastia.
Yeah. Anastia again was not fooled. He's made some plays here on defense.
Great play by Anastia.
11 of the Green Wave. twin receivers on the near side. And there's a out overthrown his receiver. That's Daniel Dotro.
If they would have completed this, they actually have a lot of room to do some damage with it, but they didn't. So
and there's a out overthrown
overthrew
his receiver. That's Daniel
a lot of
Dotro.
potential for that play.
Away from a little breeze, I think, disrupted the pass.
And the wind is coming from the south. Slight warm wind, third down. And that's going to be a penalty on St. Joe's. Let's get the confirmation. Coachman.
Second time they caught St. Joe's offsides.
The ball 5 yards. And on both sides.
Come on, Joe. I'll be more disciplined than that.
You don't want to give free.
So this is the type of stuff, too, that I want to talk about. So we've seen St. Joe's get gashed by the same play. Same drive starter, 3 drives in a row with the same play. And then now we've seen very costly penalties and stuff like that. Just, coming off sides unabated. Not being disciplined. Tough.
3 yardage.
The offenses work for everything they get. So, that's
3rd and 6 or 7. Pocket breaks down, sees a lane, and that's going to be enough for the first down.
Great play by Zabrowski.
By Zabrowski.
Yeah.
He wasn't there,
really
took
nice
off.
Job by Zabrowski. Again, it was good coverage. St. Joe's has a terrific secondary.
Game changers are the quarterbacks that can move and create yards. That's not being expected to be had.
Again, just showed good speed, moving the chain.
Of Delbarton. Zabrowski this time hands the ball off to number 20, Danbridge. And there's a fumble on the play. I'm waiting for the official.
St. Joe's thinks they have it. Got it.
And they're saying he was down.
Trying to figure out what the call is.
Big break. That would have been good field position for St. Joe's, but
yeah, looks like it was.
They
overturned the fumble.
There.
Ball comes back to the original line of scrimmage on the 49. Zabrowski fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, feels the pressure. What a catch by Van Rupshorst.
Yeah. What a job there. Just Zabrowski evading the big rush by Nicholas.
Zabrowski fakes the
handoff. I want to highlight what Zabrowski did here, man. That's a great way to keep yourself under pressure, keep yourself calm, and not be affected by the rush. To get out.
Rolls out to his right, feels the pressure.
Man.
What a catch.
Wide open at that.
By Van Rupshorst.
And got out of bounds.
The big rush by Nicholas.
So I'm looking at a clock of 7:34. Reason I bring that up is because coaches, especially I've been hearing this very lately, is that all the coaches talk about that they want to make sure that they win the last 8 minutes of the second quarter, which they say is the most important part. So, right now, looks like Delbarton has the ball. And I want to see how each team operates in the last 8. So this is a very crucial moment in the game.
For St. Joe's was in his makes
drive continues here on the 40 inside St. Joe's territory. And the ball's handed off. That was no. Yeah, first time we called his name. And he's still in the backfield with Zabrowski. And the ball is handed to him up the middle. Great job by the big lineman.
No Ryan Trafford.
Matthew Tafori is the runner, number 30.
Big workhorse there, big bell cow back. So
on the tackle, Ryan Cregan for Delbarton. Villanova hopeful. 3rd down and about 4 to go. And Zabrowski fakes the handoff, takes it himself, and that's going to be a first down. He fakes.
They tried that same play again. If you remember, they did this same play on the first drive, and Davila snuffed it out, right? They're going to bring 9, it looks like, yeah. Fake it, right? And then Davila, he snuffed it out last time. It was to the other side.
And Zabrowski.
And he almost got it again. but the rush got to him
Fakes
this
the
time.
handoff, takes it himself.
And it was the same exact result on the same
be
exact
a
play that they
first
ran.
down for Delbarton inside the 30.
Helps to be mobile at quarterback.
So Zabrowski's impressing me with his wheels. I have not seen him run this much this year. You really see something in that St. Joe's defense. So he's putting on the ground a lot, and it's working so far for Delby.
Trips here. Here on the near side, one in the slot. Zabrowski in the shotgun. Fake handoff, and the ball is put up in and out of the hands.
That's a great play by Joseph, man. I gave him a little flack for not making the play against Fulmer on the touchdown, but you got to give credit where credit is due.
And the ball is
he was in, yeah, see, look at that. He was in a great position to make a play on the ball, got over the top. Any other ref probably would have called that a pass interference, but I think it's good D. Way to get across. That's a big body kid. Way to get across and make a play on that football. That's a great play.
In and out of the hands of Van Raphorst.
Yeah, what coverage there by Jameer Joseph? Multiple.
Second down and 10. Ball spotted on the 29. 6:02 remaining here till halftime. What's going to be?
Yeah, it looks like St. Joe's jump.
That ball.
Oh, okay. Oh, movement on Delbarton.
Takes him back 5 yards. Down and you and Fulmer, receivers here on the near side. Zabrowski hands the ball off to Danbridge. Danbridge almost.
I'm noticing, man, I like the way Delbarton is switching up the run scheme. So they run counter, they run power. They ran a counter with an offset tight end. So that's when the tight end was in the backfield, right? He was near the line of scrimmage, but he wasn't on it, right? Then he came from the backside, right? And then now they're attacking the edges and they're having some success because the last drive, they had some success attacking the edges. Now they're attacking the edges again, and they got almost 6-7 yards off that.
Back to the original
offensive line too, man. The offensive line is one of the best I've seen in the state, man. So
looked like for a minute there was some green.
This is a very well balanced Delbarton team. Very well balanced.
St. Joe's Knights defense there.
Fulmer to receivers. Kilver in the slot. Zabrowski in the shotgun. He takes back plenty of time, and the ball is drilled to the receiver. Fulmer, and Fulmer gets killed.
So you see Phillip right here. So now he's caught a screen pass. He caught a speed out while the pocket was being rolled, and now he's attacking and finding holes in the middle of the field. You know, that's
takes back plenty of time, and the ball is drilled
stuff, making somebody miss.
To the receiver, Fulmer, and Fulmer gets inside the 10-yard line.
Hey, listen, Joseph's the top prospect in New Jersey. He's got to make that tackle. You got to make that tackle, bro. You're too good to be missing tackles like that.
Zabrowski just rifled that ball in there, just where it had to be, making a point to getting Fulmer the ball, and yeah.
Zabrowski throws the ball up to the end zone, and it's overthrown to.
Oh, hate that shot. One-on-one coverage.
Yeah, good job by Jaden Williams. Good D-back for St. Joe's.
Delbarton is surprisingely aggressive too.
Picking up ground and
it's a balance of everything. It's a balance of the run game. It's a balance of the short passes. It's a balance of the screen passes. It's a balance of everything, man. It's tough to stop an offense that you don't know what's coming, and they're running everything out the same formations that look all the same.
Here's the motion, and the ball is handed up to the middle. Danbridge. Ball spot 10.
That Delbarton offensive line is trying to own that line of scrimmage here.
And there's a swing pass and incomplete to Danbridge.
Come on, Danbridge. That's a touchdown, big dog, or at least
smart play.
Right, threatening right there. Come on, baby. That's easy. Nobody was around you.
I mean,
Smart play.
Let me see why he was so open.
And there's
is trying to own that line of scrimmage here.
The linebacker takes 144. They're in zone though.
And there's a,
but no one's in the flats. But see, look, they doubled this receiver at the
is
top.
Trying to own that line of scrimmage here.
And there's a,
yeah, look at that. Now, I don't know if this was the intent of the play, but this is almost like a rub. So look what Phillip does. Right, number one, right there at the bottom, right? He goes right there. And they touch him because he's been killing all game. And then 44, he's probably got in the middle of the field, right? But usually if this was man coverage, one of them would have the back and 44 would have Phillip in the middle of the field, right? But it's almost like this was a rub, and a rub is like a pick in football. So now,
and there's a,
look at all of that space. You got the safety in the corner, both covering him, and then you got both of these linebackers pretty much occupying Phillip. And you got this running back just wide open. If he would have caught this, he probably could have walked into the end zone. But I don't know if that's the intent of the play, but that's the way it worked out. This is a nice play design out of that same formation in the pistol. That was a nice play.
Incomplete to Danbridge.
Yeah, but just couldn't complete it. But
is perfect through the upright. Could be back in 30 seconds.
They got points. Should have had a touchdown, but not gonna complain.
Morristown is your
Listen, man, Delbarton is a balanced juggernaut, man, and they're tough. They're tough. It's tough to compete with, tough to stop. I'm liking everything I'm seeing from Delbarton. This St. Joe's defense is really underwhelming for me. I thought they had a lot of top players, so maybe that's just a testament to how good Delbarton is. And names really don't get you far when you get in between these lines and you're getting on this gridiron. So definitely glad to see Delbarton rising to the task. So this is good to see. And again, taking another break just to say, if you like the content that you're seeing, please like and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Twitter at edaniel77. And also follow me on Instagram at edaniel77_. And again, I'm going to be posting a bunch of clips from this. But if you like what you're seeing, and because like I said, I'm going to be doing way more breakdowns. So just subscribe to the YouTube channel and be on the lookout for more of these breakdowns.
And affordable vehicles.
Get into it.
Action 4-0 and Delbarton field it. Get to the 30.
Okay.
40. And safety net. Kicker.
It's Joseph again. So Joseph missed the tap. So Joseph. He missed that pass against that run, tackle against Omar.
Speed there on that return,
right for that touchdown.
At the 11.
Oh, they're calling it back though.
16.
Calling it back.
It's a block in the back. That's coming back.
I still give him that play though. I'll still give him that play. You can't control blocking the backs. That's still a great return by him.
For the St. Joseph there.
Joseph was really having an up and down game in every sense of the word. He make a good play, he make a bad play. Make a good play, he make a bad play.
Where the side Delbarton. St. Joe's spread in the field. Brewster hands the ball off to Terrence Sumner, and Sumner gains a couple yards.
But
both teams not huddling at all.
Did a good job.
Running tempo.
3:35. And the ball handed off again.
Yeah, he's slippery. He's slippery there.
3:20. Probably trying to force the linebackers and the corners to look in the inside, and you never know what happens. And once again, ball handed off to Sumner. Gains considerably yards, but not enough for the first.
Again, 5 and 6 a crack.
Look like
moving the chains, taking some time off the clock, not huddling.
On the tackle.
They'll take this all the way up the field. Still enough time. 2:48 left.
Trips here.
You can ride this all the way down the field. They haven't shown that they can stop Delbarton anyway. So this is kind of their keep away, quote unquote, kind of.
And the pass.
Great D.
By Brewster, overthrown.
Was that overthrown or was that great D? Might have been a little high. Grusser's been missing a little high today. That's number 2. I want to give him his love. Troy Bailey, 6'2" DB. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll give him his love on that.
And the pass.
Not a guarantee.
Overthrown.
Yeah, Rastegal would have caught it anyway.
To Rosendahl.
Yeah, that's Troy Bailey, terrific junior corner for Delbarton. One of the top D-backs in the state next year. Great job in coverage.
So big third down here. Late in the second quarter for St. Joe's.
Delbarton might get the ball back.
On the near side, definitely a passing situation, but quarterback. And there's a late flag. That's going to be in the vicinity of holding. So Brewster takes the ball, and that sure is.
That's a good call. Yeah, that's got to be frustrating again for St. Joe's. Getting a little
nice call
here.
by
when that flag comes
by Joe's.
In the backfield,
switch it up a little bit, do a design quarterback run. I don't hate that.
Got that right.
I don't hate that. The holding call sucks because it looked like he had a first down. Joe's, a lot of penalties, a lot of silly penalties, man. A lot of silly
critical penalties here for St. Joe's after the kickoff.
Yeah, these if you're on offense.
On the blitz.
Yep.
On the blitz.
They have no answers for this blitz. They did it on the last third down, and we saw that. So we got to have answers.
Yeah.
We got to have answers. They tried to run that same play that they tried to run with Forster on the very first play of the game. They tried to run that same exact play. So this time, Delbarton countered and just went all blitz, right? They did it all-out blitz. Like I said, they did this the last third down, and I don't understand why Joe's, wasn't prepared for this next third down because they did it on the last third down, and so I don't understand why they didn't have answers.
On the blitz.
Yep.
On the blitz, he gets tackled.
May have had Williams coming across the middle.
Sacked.
And they don't have any defined answers when the blitz is coming like that.
Yeah, I believe Kyle Cecchio comes in hard there from the top. Let's see. And just a host of Delbarton defenders were swarmed over Grusser.
Yeah, that look, this look is confusing because they bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 5 again, right? But they give a double A gap look, right? Meaning that they put both linebackers, I believe, in the A gap, tried to sugar it, but then they bailed out of it, but they still brought pressure. So this was a zone blitz. Like I said, there's got to be some zone beats. There's got to be some blitz beaters here.
Sure.
And he's looking in the right spot, but he's looking to take that shot. And this offensive line hasn't shown that they can, hold up for
Johnny Riley,
3-4 seconds to have Grusser get it down the field like that.
Defense there for the
So that's a great call again on third down and all-out blitz again
the timeout
by
so that's
Delbarton.
2-11. Greenway Saturday just Brady takes a St. Joe's bounce.
I'm like great roll
to
this lead.
Twin receivers up near and here on the bottom. Zabrowski, quick pass to Fulmer. Fulmer breaks the tackle, gets across the 40.
Bro, they are killing them with the same play. This time they dress it up, right? So they've been doing the same pass. So this is a wide receiver screen, right? But this, you watch any college offense, right? So I work for PFF, right? And I do what they call all routes. So it's when you chart every single route. I do it on the college and NFL level, right? And this is a staple play from like an offense. I'm not gonna call it basic, but these are basic plays, right? And this is just the quarterback making a great decision, first of all, to pull this and give it to Fulmer. Fulmer being ready for it. Like I said, he's been destroying them on the screen passes all day. You can't cover these screen passes against Delbarton. They're gonna just take these gains all day.
Quick pass to Fulmer. Fulmer breaks the tackle, gets across the 40 down to the 37.
Whoever the play designer is for Delbarton, man, I want to talk to him, man, because I love what you're doing here.
And there's a holding penalty.
Oh, hold, man.
And That's a holding penalty.
Yeah, starting to get a little sloppy now, Dan. You
Yeah,
know,
very,
the first
very
quarter
sloppy.
was a ton today. I mean, he must have
It's a nice
at
play
least
design, though.
five or six catches already.
I'm not gonna take that away.
Zabrowski back to pass. Pocket breaks down and he gets out of it, but he is sacked. They're not blowing the whistle. He's still on his feet. I tell you, I would have blown the whistle would have been blown 3 times.
Good fight by Zabrowski.
I mean, good job by Zabrowski, just staying up with good.
Not enough. He gets
shows. Just got to man. Just
a long way out the 28.
Great board op, great cameraman.
Yeah. Joey paid attention in algebra, so good job, Joey. Second down.
Yeah, we definitely need to get back to school, Danny.
Zabrowski with plenty of time, rolls out, goes back.
Yeah, what a
sack. What a great play.
Yeah.
Talking being a quarterback in high school.
A really good year.
Dropping back, and then
6'2", 255.
It made it horrible field position now.
Very smart, takes the timeout, and look
for use up your allotment.
Now Joe's will have an opportunity to score.
Third.
Oh, my bad.
See what Delbarton can come up here on 3rd and forever.
And that's I have to kind of down and
do anything. That's
maybe
so get it on the clock. They
5.
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh,
now they laid off. I mean, they're getting on it.
Let's see what.
St. Joe's having a terrific season over from DePaul, and let's see what he can dial up here on this drive with him.
I want to see what Joe's is going to do in this last minute or so of this first half. I want to see how they move the rock, see what they do.
Minute left.
Grosser and Forster in the backfield, and he's got plenty of time. Dumps the pass to Forster. He leaps and gets to
Forster. I like that.
30-yard line.
Let's move with some urgency now, right? They've been moving the tempo all game.
It's a first down.
Let's move with some urgency, right? Because they can really get points off this.
They got to get the change. Well, they thought it was a first down. At least I did too. But regardless, 2nd down and 1. Oh, the pass is almost picked by Troy Bailey.
Troy Bailey
again making a great play on the ball.
Terrific cover.
Kid is everywhere.
Definitely be one of the better junior corners in the state for the class of 2025.
3rd and short.
Okay, 2 plays on the ball against 2 solid wide receivers.
Big time play there. Showed great reactions. Great break on the ball.
Trips on the far side to the right-handed quarterback, which takes it himself. He breaks the tackle, and he's going to be out at about the 21-yard line, and the clock stops with 25 seconds.
I don't know how in the world he got.
He
got 8 yards on that.
Salvatore
whatever
but I'm sure they're thinking more of 6 points.
To use his legs to get the first down.
Plenty of time, really.
All that looks like they still have that timeout left too.
Yeah. Plenty of time. He's got a year and a half. What a catch to number 7.
Let me see that.
Plenty of time. He's got a year and a half.
Look at that, Dot. Oh, my gosh. Look where he puts that thing. Right in the breadbasket. Lord have mercy. Listen, man, I told you. Grusser's been playing. If not for Campanelli from Bergen Catholic, man. Grusser's been playing great football all year, and this is just another example right here. Quarterback buying time, playing out of structure, meaning that when you play out of structure, usually most plays have a timing that's associated with the play, 3-step, 7-step, 5-step, right? But when it's not there and you got to force to go on a scramble drill, right, and you have to use your legs to buy time and find an open receiver, man, not many quarterbacks can do that, man. I love Grusser, loves what he's been doing, but this was a heck of a throw. Right in the breadbasket, on a run, going to his right. He didn't make the play where he got pressured first time and he overthrew the wide receiver. Now he, made a play going to his right this time, meaning that the scouting report should be to pressure him to his left, because it's entirely different. It's an entirely different thing when he's scrambling to his right. So these are little things that I'm noticing right here.
What a catch to number 7, Nathan.
And if you notice, I did a tweet series about when they play Cass Tech, And I said when Grusser goes on a scramble drill, it's like he exclusively looks for Nate Bailey. Like he did it so many times against Cass Tech, and this is further proof right here. When Grusser goes on a scramble drill, Nate Bailey is usually his target. So
Bailey, Grusser to
great
Bailey.
play.
You got
Great play by Nate. Great play by
throw there.
Patrick. Great play all around.
Grusser on the scramble and
Ocean, if you saw that at the top
for that and play. Defense. Hey, look.
man, South team, Delbarton 10. But I'll tell you, you know, they were back. They were opportunity full time.
And by Grusser and Bailey.
Again, that's non-public.
So
Group
Jones
A
gets a touchdown,
football game.
4.5.
And
Off
for those
great
in the
play.
Sussex sports world,
That's
that
how you
watch
execute.
games, not
That's
a
how you.
playoff game.
That's
This
why
is
you
the
have a
last
quarterback
regular
that can
season
move,
of
buy
non-public.
time,
As the public
get the ball
night
where it
and
needs to be,
games this
maybe be
weekend
able to
are
access
all
every
playoff
part of the
games.
field.
Yeah,
That's why that's important
a
too.
week later, and
See it right
this
there on
is
that play.
important in
sure defend do here.
but needs.
Say have to go back after halftime.
So it's halftime in this game, and right now I'm very, very impressed by what I've seen from Delbarton. They're down obviously 14-10 at the half. Obviously, this game has been played and Delbarton won, but I want to kind of give the audience a snapshot of my thoughts, you know, going in what I've seen from each team so far. I'm very disappointed, however, in Joe's ability to adjust and to make adjustments in game. Like the screen pass that Delbarton is running, they're running it exclusively on first down. Every down they have a tendency. I've seen this more than one time in more than one game. So I know that they've seen it more than one time in more than one game too. So I don't understand why they haven't adjusted to it yet. But St. Joe's on offense is moving the ball really well. They got two good plays. They got the run from Sumter, and they're moving the ball down methodically. These teams are very evenly matched, and they play the same way. Delbarton may be better on defense. That kid Bailey, number 2. Number 2? Yes, number 2, Troy Bailey. Definitely catching my eye. I love bigger corners who can play the ball. He's shown he can do that against both their receivers so far. So this is a pretty evenly matched game, and I want to shout out Grusser, man, for that pass that he threw to the end zone, off script, off platform, out of structure. Just everything about that throw was just disgusting. It was a nasty pass, nasty in a good way. So I'm anxious to see how this game, you know, progresses. Even though we already know the outcome, I want to see how it progresses.
See you in a little bit.
Melted.
So we're back. We're going into the second half of Delbarton and St. Joe's. Before I get back into this, I just want to say, man, if you could please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter at edaniel77 on Twitter, and then at edaniel77_ on Instagram. I really appreciate the follows. Please comment, please share. Like I said, if you like what you see, you like what you hear from me. Like I said, subscribe, you know, and share it and tell people about it. Definitely looking for some engagement and some listener and some some viewer engagement. So if you like what you see and would like what you hear, man, just hit that subscribe button and follow me on all my socials. I would really appreciate it. We'll be doing way more of these breakdowns now that I figure out how to, you know, get the screen up. So yeah, let's get into the second half and see this game unfold. Even though we know that Delbarton won, it's the things in the middle of the game and how this is leading up. That's what I like. Seeing how we got to that point. You know, how do we get to the score that it was? So that's what we're gonna do. We'll get back into this.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it to me.
So they tried to squib. Don't like them being aggressive.
Sleep in there for a second. You know,
and they got it. Let's go.
St.
Right,
Joe's
coach.
now with
Right,
great
coaching matters
to start the second
That's
half.
a great move.
So they
Right,
take
they
over
stole the possession, and that's huge, especially in a game like this where the tempo isn't really it's fast, but it's not.
Grusser starts the game with a handoff to number 4, Forster, and Forster was almost taken behind the back, behind the line of scrimmage, but does end up picking.
Forster
3
is a
yards.
very thick 190 down
he
in
can't grab his jersey. That'll tell
eye
you right
area.
now.
Great play.
Right, that
Luca
matters.
Lopez, a junior
That matters when it
defensive
comes to
lineman
the
for
angle tackle.
Delbarton,
You
really
see it right
making his
there.
presence felt.
It matters.
Trips here on the near side.
Being 190, being 200 pounds. You see the difference right there.
Brewster and Forster. And the ball's handed off to Forster. And the play's broken up immediately. The ball's handed off to.
I want to see if Forster was patient with this, right? Because I feel like right here, chop your feet a little bit. I know Forster has the burst to beat this guy, but I want to see him be a little more patient right here. Right? Yeah, 76 got to get this guy. Got to smack this guy. Forster,
and because
I rather Forster go one-on-one when he's squared up to 4 than trying to get past 44.
Good play by Hurley. Good play by Luca Lopez.
Yeah, my boy Dallas Hurley, man.
Playing time today.
Pickup of a yard. Third down and 6. Twin receivers up top. Rosick.
All right, we're back. I had to fix some stuff real quick, so let's get back into this.
All the receiver here on the near side. Passes up to middle to a wide open Jovan Williams, and that's going to be
love him for hanging in the pocket and making that throw. But you got Forster with all this real estate in front of him. I would have loved to see Forster get this, but can't argue. First down, hung in the pocket after having the pressure come where he can't see it. I don't hate it. That's just me.
Passes up to middle to a wide open Jovan Williams.
70% completion rate this year, so he's a good job throwing the ball where it has to.
Grosser and fakes the pass, runs behind, but gets
that
nowhere.
Same thing I'm saying again, like
throw the ball where it has to.
Like
Grosser and
the bounce, right? Like you come to a complete stop. And it gives these guys time to react to
it. Runs behind.
But it's also played well by them too.
Gets nowhere. Great job.
Delbarton, very well coached. Discipline, balance.
52.
A lot of the key traits you look for out of a top team.
Good job by Tyler Jack. Good job again. Dallas Hurley.
Second down and
boy
14.
Dallas Hurley. Love him.
On the far
great player, great linebacker.
Grosser rolls to his right, gets plenty of blocking, throws it up, and it's attended. Gets.
I want to see what his route combination was, because it looked to me.
Grosser rolls.
They roll the pocket right
and to his right, gets plenty of blocking, throws it up, and it's attended. The right gets. Grosser rolls to his right, gets plenty of blocking, throws it up, and it's the pass was.
I don't know, when you stack receivers on that same side, you usually see a flood concept, and you usually see an out route somewhere, an out breaking route. You got two guys going deep, two guys going vertical, and no guy going towards the sideline. You usually see an out breaking route, and I didn't see an out breaking route, so I'm questioning what that play design was supposed to be, especially if you roll the pocket that way. Usually you roll the pocket that way to get something towards the sideline. You watch any NFL game, any college game,
situation.
It's rare that you see somebody throw it deep down the field because that's a tough throw.
Territory.
So, I don't know. It's a tough throw.
Brewster steps up to the pocket, feels the pressure from the. No, he gets out of it. Are you kidding me? Throws the ball up, and it's caught. Holy moly! That is insane. That is absolutely insane.
Hey, I told you, Grosser been playing well, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't. I have to see how he got out of this. This is unbelievable.
Whoop.
They're not throwing the way. You know,
he definitely went down and launched that thing down there.
Other crews would have blown the whistle, but still, you know.
Hey, that's the way to stay with the play.
Great job.
No whistle sounded.
Somehow,
play by Grosser.
Talk about a disappearing act. Made
unbelievable.
Out of structure. I thought the play was over.
Yeah.
Off script.
You know, you have
where he had to evade defenders and get the ball downfield.
To move his feet. It's not
great play.
There's no momentum broken.
Yeah, I mean, he does a great job extending plays, and
And there's a penalty on the. There's a penalty, and that might be
Heads up,
a
awareness.
procedure call. He's
Don't give him
watching
time
the
to
line of
review it.
scrimmage. So let's see what dead ball foul, and it is
Offsides
offside
on the
so
defense.
it moves a couple.
Yeah, I mean, a couple
up.
of inches.
So
Helps
Tough
to be
gut punch there
talented
for
at
Delbarton,
quarterback.
but gonna have to regroup and.
I know Delbarton is kicking themselves,
they
man.
spread them out, but look for number 4. Let's key on Forster. And sure enough,
Yeah,
he's in for the touchdown.
There's John right
Yeah, they
there,
love,
Forster.
run over that left side of the line there. Big Liam
Delbarton did most things right on that drive.
Created a nice running room here. Let's see.
So St. Joe's.
Why you got to finish the sacks, man.
Here early.
Great play by Grusser, though.
10.
Yeah. Near the it should
If you're by St.
Patriot League.
Kick. The kickoff was 20 to the 25. Yeah. The 35, 40. He's still on his feet. He cuts inside. And he's taken down at the.
Now special teams is starting to play a role in this game. Coach for Morangi, right? I believe is his name for St. Joe's, doing a little squib onside kick to steal a possession, and it worked out. Now that Joe's is up 21-10, but now you see Delbarton get a big return off of special teams. So here comes special teams coming to play a factor in the game.
35-yard line.
But great answer. That's what Delbarton needed. They had to answer the
third alongside Dave McCarthy on this gorgeous afternoon here in Morristown.
Okay. Now, this is first down. Hopefully, I don't see the screen pass again. And if I do see it, it needs to be covered. We've seen it on 4 drives in a row. It's their first play. So let's see if this is their first play this time.
Stacked receivers here on the near side. Plenty of time.
Yeah.
Oh, pass from Zabrowski.
They switched it up.
Kivler. And there's a late flag.
What's this flag?
That's good. Let's take.
Like had him open on the seam there.
Let's.
So they switched it up. And see, this is the dangerousness of running the same formations and making them all look different. Like, it confuses the heck out of the defense. Because see, look, they got the screen. They got the screen right here, right? They got it ready. But I mean, my guy isn't even like if he would have faked this, like he couldn't even fake. He couldn't even stared at him like he was going to give him a little fake. Trusted that this guy was going to be here, but he was still wide open anyway. But I mean, that's great play design again because you run 4 drives in a row, you give it to this guy on the screen, but now you attack the middle of the field, off a play action pass, which they also have done in this game. And you're just doing everything off of these actions. And that's a great play design. I mean, and they got a what?
Had him open on the seam there. Williams just comes in, lays the wood on him. I guess it was, they're saying it was unsportsmanlike, right?
Yeah, I don't know what they call that in high school.
Right. Targeting or whatever. Right. But, they're going to. Look, they're going to call that on every level now. So,
that's the rules.
And the ball is handed off to Danbridge, and Danbridge gets about 8 yards.
They attack the edges first half. Now they attack the edges again.
Yeah, again, I'm
still there.
Dandridge's quick feet does a good job there. Off tackle, Jack Macy going to Duke, leading the way.
2nd and 3, and that's going to be an offsides on the defense. Great job.
It's the same thing. It's the same. Defense.
Yeah, he has that hard count there.
Same stuff.
Second or third time.
That's where cadence for a quarterback is important too.
St. Joe's
because he scores 3 offsides penalties with that. That's great coaching.
1st and goal.
That's great coaching.
Under 8 minutes.
Little things. These little things. They start to add up.
Zabrowski.
Damn, and they come right back to it.
To Fulmer. Fulmer gets on the outside, breaks the tackle, but is
got 4 yards off
that 5-yard line by number 3, Jameer Joseph. Breaks the tackle. Zabrowski, quick pass to Fulmer. Fulmer gets on the outside, breaks the tackle, but is taken out at the 5-yard line by number 3, Jameer Joseph.
Not gonna be mad at that. I'm gonna keep saying it
Love
though.
that
4-star
quick
player. I
hitch
want to
to,
see him come down
Fulmer
screaming and kill that
several times
screen.
out today. Get him in
My
space, let
expectations
him
are high.
make some moves
Sorry.
and get positive yardage.
Second and goal from the 6.
Yeah.
And number 20, Brock Danbridge walks into the end zone.
You don't know what they're gonna do.
Delbarton
Everything
answers.
looks the same.
Right
don't know what
back
they're
with
gonna
6
do.
points, 21-16, but in the extra point.
Yeah, do a nice combo
Got
block
2
there.
freebies
block down.
on that drive.
Yeah.
One for the targeting,
Andrew
one for the
Covello
offsides.
on the
Again, that's
on
their
the
third
pole.
offsides of this game.
Macy block down.
Now you're giving them
Quick
points. Now
trap
you let
play
them
gets
right
it
back
right in
into
the
the
end
game
zone,
after
and
you
the
just had
extra
St.
point
Joe's just had a great drive
by
with
Will
a big
Kramer
play
is
from
good.
Brusser.
We're Delbarton back in this football
Now they're back
game.
in the game.
21-17,
But it all started with special teams,
7:35
getting that kick return.
left here in the third quarter.
I'm expecting
Just
to
like
see more
that.
from Joe's. They're the number
Just
2
like
team in the
that.
state.
One-score game again.
MacArthur
Started low.
station
Yeah, we would.
across the 25 to the 27.
Yeah, Joseph, one of their explosive return men today, but FBS Power 5 offers. Since the Heisman Trophy winner, South Jersey, because we do the whole state, we scout the whole state. South Jersey, Overbrook High School. Number 2, probably Chris Sims, great Phil Sims' son, great, had a great career at Texas. I'd have to think about from 3 to 5.
Sumter on the carry gets about 3 yards on the play to bring it to
3
the
yards.
30-yard line, second
All
down.
right.
Terrific defensive back. Yep.
In New Jersey.
Yes, so many.
Plenty of time for the quarterback, and it's to a wide open Rossignol, and he fumbles the ball. He fumbles the ball.
Ooh, how is that gonna work out? How's that gonna work out?
And the call is recovered by number 7, Johnny Riley. Let's take a look at this unbelievable play.
Yeah, they love that wheel.
Joe's is getting so many explosive plays, and I think my boy Lenny from the Keep It a Buck podcast talked about this, like how he didn't know which Joe's team he was going to get, right? And I feel like St. Joe's is just killing themselves with penalties, with boneheaded players like this, not picking up the blitz, just like small things that's really just eating into them actually running away with this game. This is actually a very winnable game for them. They could have been up by 2 scores. But you got
and they caught the linebacker and covered.
Got to protect the football. This is very rudimentary thing.
Does a great job of stripping that from Rossignol.
Rossignol, man, he's a solid wide receiver, but you gotta protect the football, bro.
The ball stayed in bounds.
Inexcusable.
Wow.
Can't do that.
Again,
Not in this moment. Not at this point in the game. It's too crucial. Going back and forth, you get a big turnover off a huge pass from Grusser.
I'm surprised that ball stayed in bounds.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
Gotta be more careful with the football, man. Rule
close.
number 1, any ball carrier.
Like Riley could have been out of bounds. I'm not sure.
The football.
Making up on that and punching it out, though. But, yeah, that was a crazy play.
So on the first carry after the interception, Danbridge.
Now these runs from Delbarton, now they starting to get 5 and 6 instead of 3 and 4.
Yards.
Now this defense is right back on the field.
One receiver in the slot, 2 on the far side. Zabrowski hands the ball off. And run. In a Wildcat, Fulmer takes it. So the first time we've
now
seen
they're bringing a Wildcat formation.
Offense.
Oh, okay. Try to pull a fast one on them.
Yeah, trying to give the St. Joe's defense a different look there. And
hey, listen, I ain't mad at it because they haven't shown that they can stop that screen pass play.
Fulmer.
So why not switch it up with that?
Back
It's a nice little switch up.
Quarterback. St. Joe's over Delbarton.
Ooh, almost got him again.
Zabrowski tries to throw off the defense this time. The big 4 men up front, discipline. And he's got time. Scoots to the outside, and there's going to be a holding penalty.
Yep, definitely.
Regardless, quarterback.
Players getting. Man, it would drive me crazy. That's for sure.
Second and about 15. Zabrowski, plenty of time, rolls to his right, throws the ball down the sideline. Oof, that's a gutsy play. That was thrown to Kivler.
Ball was tipped and up for
I want
grabs.
to see them tackle the middle of the field again.
Definitely.
Game, Danny, that just has to feel that
Just starting
either
15,
big,
double sticks.
turnover or big special teams play could be the difference.
100%.
Very two even teams here.
Zabrowski back to pass, steps up into the pocket.
And as I say that, they attack the middle of the field again.
That's going to be very short of a first down.
Yeah.
4th down and 9. St. Joe's had to call a timeout. To the
in the second.
Relaxes our producer.
Good roll for. Yeah, very roughness. I mean,
All right. Seems like Joe's is able to create a lot of explosive plays. They've got at least 3, 2 went for touchdown. Or they actually got 4 explosive plays.
That could have been costly.
Usually, that's a recipe for a win.
So
teams have time on every level. Teams have a tough time getting 2.
Oh,
these guys getting 4. Furious. This is the good and bad side I'm seeing in Joe's right here. 4 explosive plays.
With his
pretty impressive, I'll say that. I'm just trying to give him some love.
Not at all.
But this is definitely a back and forth game for them.
But regardless, St. Joe's football game 21-17. As St. Joe's remains with the lead. And the ball and number 81, Upen killed.
The them position was gap.
Right. So before these you
Junior. Not if any of these kids go
2, 3. Grusser, plenty. Nope. And the ball was. Grusser has the ball. Yeah, he's been fooling me all day.
He could really keep those plays alive. He's a really good athlete.
What he can do,
and, man, really elusive. Sir, I mean, just
depending on the defense.
Defensive penalties. Grusser hands the ball off.
Good play. 50. Is that 52?
Losing
22. Who is that?
Yeah, that Kyle Checchio again playing that outside linebacker.
Kyle Checchio. Shout out Kyle Checchio. That's a great play, my guy. Kyle Checchio.
And didn't let the.
We see what he did. I want to talk about what he did.
Grusser
comes down.
Hands the ball off.
Gets under the block. That's key. He got under the block. And came through for the tackle.
Yep.
That's why it's tough to find linemen who can block in space for stuff like that.
Again, playing that outside linebacker, rover.
But that's a great play by Checchio.
Strung that play out and didn't let the
to protect the edges
outside.
Great play and to defeat the block. That's tough. That's a tough play. Great play, Checchio.
2nd down and 12. 3:12 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Trips on the near side. And there's what you want to call a sort of an underhand.
There's Dallas Hurley again.
To Forster. Did not fool the defense as they strung him out.
Dallas
Hurley. I like this. I like the different look though. It would look like an option play where he pitched it at the last second.
And just
I like it though, but
play,
Hurley snuffed it.
Not letting Forster get outside. Hurley.
So 3rd down situation. Twins up top. Grusser rolls to his right, throws a pass, and it's incomplete over the head to the sideline of Nathan Bailey. And the Knights will be forced to punt. And decent field position. It's a high floating punt. And a fair on the punt and decent field position.
See if
anytime you get from the 4.
Delbarton can capitalize off that
blue skies. Clouds are rolling in, but the temperature is still perfect.
Down a little bit.
Zabrowski looked like a muff play.
Yeah, that was.
And he ends up.
They try to run that same play again. They ran it twice already.
Looked like.
No, they didn't. That's not the same play.
Zabrowski. Looked like
that was a broken play.
That was,
and he ends up taking it himself. Good.
That was
Fulmer, the receiver on the far side. And on the screen pass, it's complete.
Oh, good play.
20,
There's Joseph.
Danbridge.
Man, this
What a
kid is
great
one of the
job.
most up and down players I've seen,
great job
bro.
by Jameer Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph came in.
with the,
Oh, man, there you go. That's
Houston
what I
Packers.
want to see.
There
I
was a
said
lot
I
of
wanted
room.
to
There was
see
a
him
lot of
come
green in
swing
front
down
there
and
for
stop one of
Brock
that.
Dandridge.
That's a great play.
Had a big play
Great
there.
play, Joseph.
Yeah, great job
Great
by
play.
Joseph. Third down
Up and down.
9.
He done had an up and down game, man. Now he's on the outside. He was playing safety in the first half. Now he's on the outside.
Broski steps up, and the ball is incomplete. On the coverage, number 21, Jonathan Gillette.
Yeah. Little behind, a little behind them. He had a.
Well, he
Well, St. Joe's touched the
his own. A meeting Monday, right?
Sunday, I guess.
Yeah, so we can't even assume who's
intricacies, the intricacies of the
yes.
non-public seatings. We know that Bergen Catholic in A will be.
They're not getting anything. So Joe's isn't getting anything on the outside. Delbarton's doing a great job of covering those edges.
Is for and then
on the play here on the near side. Forster stays in the game. Forster, and sure enough, on the Grusser looks to Forster, and sure enough, on the swing pass, but he's met immediately by number 2, Troy Bailey.
Not only can Troy Bailey cover, but he can tackle.
Momentum gets maybe 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, I just marvel how
tackling is a necessity for a quarterback these days. You cannot play on the outside
tackle there by Troy
without
Bailey,
being able to tackle.
and then a host of other Green Wave defenders arrived on the scene, but very good defense.
And that St. Joe's with a 21 lead right back.
Wedding centers for your loved ones and special.
All right, everyone, we're back. So now we're in the fourth quarter of St. Joe's versus Delbarton. Been a great game, great back and forth game so far. I've enjoyed breaking this one down. So let's get into this fourth quarter.
And then, man, it's a lot of fun to see a game here.
Grusser,
he
steps up, and pass is completed.
Hey, Bailey does a great job of getting open on the scramble drill. Like I said, the scouting report is if Grusser is hitting the scramble drill and getting out of the pocket, Bailey is most likely his target.
Athletic family. His brother was a terrific quarterback last few years at Ramapo. He walked on, preferred walk on to Michigan. His brother's a QB at Michigan behind J.J. McCarthy there, a Heisman candidate. Right. And his dad played hockey for the University of Michigan. So, it's quite a athletic family, the Grussers.
So 4th and short, and not going to assume any fakes or anything, but they're in punt formation. And sure enough, and the wind picked up a little bit, and that Fulmer is spotted.
All right, Delbarton got the ball.
Delbarton's 23. And the wind has finally
south.
Fourth quarter.
Noticeably picking up here the wind conditions.
Zabrowski hands the ball off to Danbridge. Danbridge
y'all see, there we go.
He's taken.
Been talking about it all video. They've been attacking the edges, and they've been finding it. They went from getting 3 and 4 yards, and then that last one, it got 5 and 6. Now they just cracked the big one off.
280-pounder headed to Duke.
Trips up top. Van Rapsort, receiver here on the near side. Plenty of time for Zabrowski. He steps up the pocket, breaks down once again.
Loss of 1.
There by Rick goes.
2nd down remaining here in the football game. Plenty of time left. Zabrowski back, good protection. Steps up into the pocket. Evades the tackle and runs out. That's going to be a penalty. No.
No, not a penalty.
I thought I was
Pushed
watching
him
the
out.
side judge.
Yeah.
He was reaching for the hanky. Either
Nah,
he
he
couldn't
good.
grab it on time or changed his mind.
Dan, again, I mean, both of these
Both
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks are showing you
real
how
good
important it is
elusiveness.
to
I mean,
be
we-
able to
some
pick up
terrific
yards with your
quarterback play this
legs.
game. Dabrowski
Game changer.
Really, extending
It's almost like if
the
you're a
play
statue
and,
quarterback,
moving
you
the
can't
chains.
even exist in today's football landscape.
And we have an official.
He ended up getting a first
timeout
down
over
off of
at
that
the
after two bad plays in a
36-yard
row.
line. And let's go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
They're going to commercial break, and so I am going to take a quick pause also. Before we get back into this video, and this fourth quarter has been a great game, I just want to ask you guys politely to please follow me on all my social medias at edaniels77 on Twitter, at edaniels77 _ on Instagram, and at edaniels77 _ on Threads also. Trying to build my following up on that. And obviously, like this video, please. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'll be doing way more video breakdowns. And so I appreciate you watching this video, and I appreciate all the love. So let's get back into it and watch what's been going on with this game.
Tackle the back at his own 36-37, brings it across midfield into St. Joe's territory.
Yeah, good job by Dabrowski there. I mean, defense had him dead to rights, got out of it, and got the first down.
Oh, look like they learned their lesson. Look like they're adjusting very well to that clap.
On the play, Fulmer and Van Rapsford are the receivers on the far side. And it's a quick pass to Fulmer. Fulmer breaks the outside. He's to the 30. He's to the 20, 15, 10. He can't be caught.
Bro, it's the same play, bro. But see, the thing is, I want to see what happened with Joseph. So this is between these two. It's 2-on-2. Joseph is backpedaling, right? So immediately.
Quick pass to Fulmer. Fulmer breaks the outside.
Oh, that's not Joseph. Forgive me. That's not Joseph. That's 25. But see, they did a switch where they had Joseph on the outside, right? At playing outside corner, right? And the screen pass kind of wasn't really getting the normal rec that it usually gets. But then they put Joseph back at safety, and they got 25 out there. I don't know who that young man is, but they put 25 out there, and they just letting Phillip go to work, and just outrun him, And then this is again on a safety, bro. You got to make this play. He's done scored twice already, and there's at this point, there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it. Phillip to just keep scoring on his play.
To Fulmer. Fulmer breaks the outside. He's to the 30. He's to the 20, 15, 10. He can't be caught. That is a touchdown, but there's a flag. There's a flag on the 45-yard line. I
don't care if it's a flag, bro. They've been doing the same play all game. This play is also on tape that they keep doing too.
Let's go back to the
Bowers
replay.
has to be beside himself right now. Let's see. What do they call here? I didn't see a hold on that. I mean, man, what a terrific play by Fulmer.
Got bailed out
Fulmer
by
showing
a
some real
flag.
speed.
They haven't been covering this play all game, and you got bailed out by a flag.
The ref was right there. I did not.
Inside, but and this time Zabrowski hands the ball off. Trips on the near side.
Look, now they got Joseph back at outside corner.
And there's the pass to Danbridge.
Yep.
And Joseph makes that play.
Tackled by Joseph.
There's the adjustment.
Yeah,
they caught them one time without Joseph at outside corner.
Just a really good job
there. They threw
there.
it to Phillip, and he almost took it for a score. If not for a penalty, that would have been another touchdown. They bring Joseph back to outside corner, try to play again, and Joseph makes the play. There's the adjustment that needs to be
16.
See, so they're going up top to the 3 receiver side. They're going back to that again. They're attacking 25.
47 of Delbarton. And the ball's handed off to Dandridge. And
good run.
He gets
across.
The
run and slow the pace down.
And that'll be a fourth down.
I love to see how we get to where we get.
That St. Joseph
doggone
defense is
screen
really
pass. is the
Really
equalizer in
hard
this
on
game.
Delbarton to gain yards on the ground.
Well, Hoffman's got the leg, and she takes it. And rejoining Daniels and Morgan today of Delbarton. Lead 21-17. First and 10.
So let's see if Joe's can bleed some clock.
And Grusser hands the
There you
ball
go.
off to Sumner.
Chechio again covering those edges. Let's go, Chechio.
Is met by a host of
those names all game.
Second down and 8, trips up top. One receiver on the near side. And Sumner.
Both teams' run defenses are tightening.
Well, passing situation.
I wouldn't agree both teams' run defenses are
Let's see
tightening
what
up.
happens. And sure enough, Grusser gets the pass off to Williams. Plenty of yards for a first down.
Yeah, they didn't make that play.
It's a more comfortable territory to the
That's good on good.
37-yard line.
Yeah, what a
Williams
throwing
got him
catch
one
there.
that time. Good play by
Grusser
Williams.
right on the money.
Yep.
To Williams. You know, St. Joe's has a lot of athletic wideouts who were being, heavily cut. The coverage by Troy Bailey was, he was right there. It was just the ball was just right on the money.
Doesn't fool anybody as the ball is
all out to stop the run here.
Run down. Grusser with plenty of time. Throws the pass overthrown to his receiver, Makai.
It's a miss by Grusser.
And that brings up a third down.
Can't really be at him because he's been making plays all game.
Showing good awareness and coverage.
In the pocket, out of structure, in structure.
Defend that pass.
One of his few misses. Give him a minus 0.5 on that.
6 minutes exactly in the football game. Russell rolls back. Pocket breaks down. He does get the pass off, but it's intercepted by number 11, Austin Quant. Quant gets to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, out to the 20. He's gone in for the touchdown. Touchdown. Gets to the pass off.
So first of all, I'm wondering, why is the pocket breaking down so fast, bro? Like, the pocket broke down in like 1 to 2 seconds, and it never should break down that fast. Like, this guard, he just lets this dude through.
So rolls back.
7 gets him off his spot, but Grusser usually been making plays off this spot.
Pocket breaks down.
And man, it was 2 people. See, this is how I know that when 2 people are in the same spot in a route concept, that's never a good thing, because that means somebody ran the wrong route. These 2 guys should never be in the same spot, right? But it happened to be an errant throw, and if you remember, Grusser has been missing high all game. When he has missed, he's missed high, and obviously he missed high on this one.
He does get the pass off, but it's intercepted.
And he got that one. Number 11.
Quant gets to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, out to the
Austin
20. He's
Quad.
gone in for the
Austin Quad, shout out to you, bro.
Touchdown.
Biggest play of the game.
Are you serious? What a catch by Austin Quant.
Let's see what happened. Let's see the replay. Austin Quant, shout out to you, big dog. Oh, yeah, he missed high again off the tip pass. Yeah, bro. Missing high. Those mechanics ain't solid. They're getting a little sloppy a little late in the game. Miss high.
By Quant. Wow.
You never want to miss high.
Big
That's how interceptions and tip passes happen.
Here the senior Nate.
Hey Dan,
right.
come on, on his hands. And just on the return, showing some real speed.
And it's a deep kick. And that's going to go into the end zone. Smart move.
No shock here. I mean, this game is going down to the wire.
It's a big drive. It's a big drive right now. crowd.
They are into it, and
Standing room only.
some
here.
game.
Love the rewatches.
1st and 10 for St. Joe's. And Zabrowski swings it out to Hurley. Oh, pardon me, that was, what am I talking about? That was Forster. I was looking at the, sorry, the last, that was Forster. Grusser to Forster.
I don't
Second
know what the
down and
announcer's talking
3.
about.
Such a exciting game here.
I'm just calling it.
Yeah,
And that was Weiss on
I
the
hear
carry.
you. We're in our heads.
It's on the near side. The crowd
Third
intensifies.
down.
And off tackle
There you go.
goes Forster, and he gets plenty of space for the
They're
first
trying
down.
to bleed clock and get
Good
a
job
score
by
at the
Tyler
same
De Silva
time.
there,
They haven't really been
filling the
successful
alley,
in
coming
stopping
up, giving a good
Delbarton
hit,
for the most
'cause,
part today.
If Foster gets,
They did force a couple
if
3 and
Foster
outs, but
breaks
if you
open
look
in
at
the
the
open field,
totality
he's
of the
gone.
game, they really
Nobody's
haven't been
gonna catch
successful,
him.
honestly.
Gaddis checks in the game for Carlo Vecchio. First down and 10. And the ball handed off to Sumner, and he only gets a yard. Clock is moving pretty fast here. Near side. Grusser in the shotgun.
Want to take a shot
Protection
again?
up front. Wings the ball to a wide open Jimmy Montesano.
There you go.
And
Here's your
Montesano
quarterback pushing it
grabs the
downfield.
ball and is taken
Man,
down at the
Grusser.
42-yard line.
Yeah, Montesano really found that open seam there, and that looked like they were in cover 2, I believe, on that play. Man, good job. He very short-handed receiver for St. Joe's.
Right, anytime they.
Sumner, and the ball's fumbled. And
Ooh.
Delbarton recovers.
No, self-destructing, man.
Great job by the defense.
You see the reoccurring thing. Grusser makes a big play,
37.
and then it comes.
Very opportunistic defense today by Delbarton. Some big turnovers.
Then a big turnover
We
comes
thought
after it, man.
could
It's just
come
a tough
down to
break.
second after come down to turnovers. That's what it looks like is transpiring. And
St. Joe's beating themselves, man. Oh, Wildcat, look again.
And on the Wildcat, Fulmer takes it himself.
I want to see Phillip be a little more patient there. We got it, Phillip. We know you fast.
Stays in bounds.
You got to be patient.
get Ricky Anastasi.
Let your
coming
block
down the line
develop.
like
Let
a
your
bat
blocker
out of
get
hell
out
and
there.
just
We got
laid
it.
the
You
wood
fast.
on
We
the
know.
Fulmer.
Second downs might put this game at a reach for St. Joe's. Let's see what transpires. 3 receivers up top, 1 in the slot, and in the Wildcat. Fulmer takes it himself, and that's a first down across the 45.
This is a different look that they're employing at the end of the game. I know they practice this all week.
Fulmer, terrific athlete. That St. Joe's defense over pursued.
Now they're going to bleed the clock with this formation. They're going to do the same thing.
Getting that first down. Big first down there for Delbarton.
Huge first down.
This is great. This is great play calling. This is great coaching by Delbarton, man.
Control here with 2:20 remaining in this football game. 24-21 lead off of the pick 6.
If they throw the ball, I'm going to lose my mind. In a good way.
Wildcat. And Fulmer takes it, but he is met up.
Nothing doing.
Immediately by number.
Trying to get their offensive line and take over the game.
Yeah.
I ain't mad.
Man, having a terrific game. Really impressing the heck out of me.
Absolutely.
Making a ton of plays
He's
there.
impressing the heck out of the announcer because the announcer hasn't watched them.
201.
You watched them. Phillip been doing this for most of the year.
This is Saturday afternoon.
Public eye does it.
2 months in a blink, and
this is a nice little wrinkle that you add at the end of the game.
Second down.
Get it in your most dangerous player's hands
in the football game. Still in the shotgun.
Yeah.
Shotgun Wildcat.
See, now Joe's got a time to adjust to it now.
By number 4.
But it's making them bleed their timeout.
Having a great game there. And Anastasia really making a lot of plays. Phil Fest drive.
So we're picking yards. Well, I guess is going to use their last timeout.
That
Wide
kid Nicholas is
receivers
supposed to be
here
a player.
for
I'm kind of upset I haven't called his name.
Palmer and Wildcat, and does the same thing as the
Look at
guard.
that.
Palmer gets to the 40.
Look at that.
Down to the 35. And that might be the football game right there.
Philip Palmer.
And that gets to the and Wildcat. And
They run power. And they got second level. And look at this big alley they have. See, they've been wearing them down all game. And then not only have they been wearing them down all game with the same formations, with the same plays, now you got to contend with that offensive line leaning on you. And then they got the ball in their most dangerous guys' hands. Like I said, they've probably been practicing this all week for this moment right here, and they're executing to perfection. Shout out to this coaching staff for Delbarton.
And does the same thing as the guard pulls. Fulmer gets to the 40, down to the 35.
This is how you use coaching. This is how you use play calling to beat a team that has more talent than you.
Philip Palmer.
This is a clinic.
Player of the game here for Delbarton. And
facts. They couldn't do a doggone thing with Fulmer.
They spread out that St. Joe's defense, and it just...
He got you as a receiver.
Man, there was one left.
On that same screen pass. Now he's killing you in a wildcat.
Man, what a run.
What a run. And that'll bring this football game to a close. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
On the Austin Quint interception.
Play of the game.
Trying to get my screen back to, there we go. Man, I just want to say that was a pleasure to watch both teams compete. As you saw, Delbarton won 24-21, man. A great, awesome game by that Delbarton coaching staff, man. The way they mixed it up, had this pretty much the same formations, calling different plays, making it all, look different out of these same formations. And then adding in that little wrinkle. I mean, usually you don't see, teams adding in a brand new wrinkle at the end of the game. They did run that Wildcat once before, but to run that wrinkle to bleed out the clock and get 2 first downs, like that was genius. And like I said, to get the ball in your, fastest and the most explosive player's hands to bleed out the clock, that was just genius. And on the Joe side, man, listen, I really feel like they beat themselves. I mean, with stupid penalties, turnovers, obviously, with the last 2 at the end of the game, the fumble and then the interception, that's just tough, man. And like I said, one of the things I was just like very puzzled by is the adjustments that Joe's didn't make in terms of trying to cover that screen pass. Like they're running this play 5, 6, 7 times, at one point, where you're going to adjust. And I did see a little adjustment where they moved Joseph from safety and they moved him down to the outside corner. And that seemed to kind of mess with the play a little bit, mess with the timing of the play. Joseph is attacking from a closer angle instead of having to attack from depth. But that was kind of like their little wrinkle, but you got to do away more. Like I said, that was on tape. And they run it consistently enough where you knew it was coming. So it's not to see Joe's adjust to that was kind of disappointing. But, hats off to Delbarton and what they did. They're a very balanced team in terms of being able to create explosive plays, being able to run the football, being able to bleed out the clock, being disciplined. Shout out to Chechio, number 22, the linebacker, the outside linebacker, for covering those edges like a savage. Love to see that. Shout out to Dallas Hurley, man. Played a great game too. That defensive line being stout against the run all game, except for a couple plays, but for the most part, I feel like it was very stout on that defensive end. Those 2 blitzes that they had on those 2 third downs where they were able to get Joes off the field was masterful. I wasn't upset, but I was disappointed to see that Joes didn't adjust to that also. Just having answers for Grusser to go to, when he gets blitzed like that. So I was disappointed to see that. And then again, on the Delbarton defense side, forcing those 2 interceptions, I think that was, testament to them and what they have been doing all game. So this was a pleasure breaking down. Like I said, I'm going to have way more breakdowns on way more. I'm probably gonna review some players' huddle films too for you guys, and I'm gonna keep grinding, man. Keep doing this. Just want to add more content to my arsenal. So again, if you guys could follow me on all my social media, again, it's eDaniels77 on Twitter, and then it's eDaniels77 _ on Instagram. And then please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you watching this video. Like, share it. Please tell all your friends about it because I'll be doing a lot more. And until next time, appreciate you guys. And we'll see you again for the next breakdown.